may be an extremist. It's SkyWatchTV for Thursday, October 22nd, 2015. I'm Derek Gilbert. Yes, if you're watching this program, there's a good chance that you, in the eyes of the federal government, are an extremist. You see, if you're worried about things like the government taking away your firearms, or the economy collapsing and the government declaring martial law, or if you display an unusual number of bumper stickers or ideological slogans on your car, you may be part of a group that the government considers more dangerous to national security than the Islamic State. The federal government now considers you a so-called domestic extremist, and the government has declared war on you. Attorney General Loretta Lynch, about 2 weeks ago, announced that 4 U.S. municipalities would participate in a United Nations initiative called the Strong Cities Network. The Strong Cities Network would train local police across America to identify and fight extremism by targeting what they believe are the root causes of extremism: racism, bigotry, and intolerance. In other words, the Strong Cities Network, an extension of the United Nations, will identify, monitor, and deter individuals in the United States who exhibit any behavior that might be interpreted as extremist. Cities that have signed up to be a part of this include New York, Minneapolis, Atlanta, and Denver. The Obama administration has suggested that it might need expanded legal powers to combat lone wolf attacks by people who are motivated by racial and religious hatred and anti-government views, who communicate their hatred over the internet or through social media. Keep your opinions to yourselves. Frankly, this is pre-crime thought policing, trying to prevent crime by targeting people who aren't happy with certain things the government is doing, or who express a certain exclusivist worldview, such as Christians who believe that Jesus Christ is the only way to heaven. Government has been pursuing this goal for a long time. Go back to 1999 and Project Megiddo, an FBI analysis that speculated that believers in end times Bible prophecy might try to kickstart the apocalypse on January 1st, 2000. In 2009, the FBI launched Operation Vigilant Eagle, which targeted veterans returning home from Afghanistan and Iraq who might be disenchanted with the role that America is playing in our military adventures overseas, and might be tempted then to join radical, perhaps white supremacist groups. Now, it's pretty clear that government bureaucrats believe that they have more to fear from we the people than from Mahdists, radical Sunni Muslims who want to establish a global caliphate. And frankly, they might be right, because to a non-believer who worships the state and the power that it wields to, in their minds, create heaven on earth, people like us who believe that our citizenship is first and foremost in the kingdom of heaven, we're so different in the way we think that to them, we might as well be from Mars, you know, where that statue of Buddha sits. Now, I'm not suggesting that we rebel against government. In fact, there's some scriptural basis to suggest that we should submit to the powers in authority in order to live peaceable lives. But just prepare for the day when just living out your faith as a Christian will be grounds for arrest. And in that same vein, we're starting to get some eyewitness accounts from that Parliament of World Religions that I told you about earlier this week. It wrapped up Monday in Salt Lake City. Over 14,000 attendees. And it's clear that, based on the reports that I've read so far, that the only sin in the eyes of the attendees at this parliament is believing that your belief system is the one that's correct. In other words, Jesus' claim that no one comes to the Father except through him would probably have gotten him booed out of most of the meetings. See, one session devoted to difficult religious texts equated the punishment awaiting those who reject God, according to the Bible, everlasting fire, with the Quran's command to kill infidels. You see, to people at this parliament, the exclusionary concept of salvation, according to Christian doctrine, does not fit into this new religious world order, which is basically universalism. Look for that to be one of the hallmarks of Mystery Babylon. The Christian concept of heaven and hell cannot be tolerated, according to those at this Parliament of World Religions, because it divides humanity. And in one session, in fact, a professing Christian, a professor of theology at Georgetown, which maybe not coincidentally is a Jesuit university, said that this doctrine of exclusiveness leads to violence. Hence the Strong Cities Network for people who are prone to racial and religious intolerance. Now, interestingly, one of the activities that was set up for attendees at the Parliament of World Religions was a labyrinth walk. Now, this is becoming increasingly popular in Christian churches, and I'm just going to take a couple of minutes to comment on this. It is a spiritual discipline in which you meditate or pray silently as you walk to the center of the labyrinth and back. Now, bear in mind, labyrinth is not a maze. You don't get lost. There's only one path in and one path out. It's not intended to figure out a puzzle. It is intended to, well, frankly, accomplish certain spiritual purposes, this spiritual discipline. Labyrinths have been used at Roman Catholic cathedrals for centuries, and it's been catching on in the U.S. after one was constructed back in the late 90s at Grace Episcopal Cathedral in San Francisco. It's especially popular within churches that are emergent in the United States, and you can see from the screen captures that I'm posting here behind me that these are becoming increasingly popular at Protestant churches in the U.S. that traditionally we would think of as conservative, Baptist churches, but it's not limited to Baptist churches, Episcopal, United Church of Christ, again, Roman Catholic churches. All denominations are participating in this. But we have to point out that the labyrinth walk is an essentially pagan occult practice. They are popular with New Age groups, neo-pagan groups. The origins go back at least, according to what archaeologists tell us, at least 3,500 years. That would put it to about the time of Moses, maybe even older. Proponents of prayer labyrinths say that they can help one become enlightened, realigned with the universe, or increasingly empowered to know oneself. Some refer to the levels of consciousness that you experience while meditating as you walk the labyrinth. But there are problems with this practice from a Christian perspective. It is not biblical. God seeks those who worship him in spirit and truth, the Bible tells us. Those who are walking the prayer labyrinth call it body worship, engaging all five senses in the practice of worship. This is not biblical. We live by faith, not by sight. And worship should not be a sensuous, physical activity. God is God, and his relationship with you is solid as a believer, regardless of how you feel on any given day. Secondly, prayer should not be ritualistic. The Pharisees of the Bible were as ritualistic as you can get, and Jesus condemned them for their dead faith. He called them whitewashed sepulchres, painted tombs, pretty on the outside, full of corruption and death on the inside. Thirdly, prayer labyrinths focus on the mystical experiences and the new revelation that people encounter. This is dangerously close to New Age thinking, Gnostic thinking. We have no need of extra biblical revelation. God has revealed to himself to us through his word contained between the covers of your Bible. Now, there's far more to the occult meanings represented by the labyrinth, and it would take a couple of hours to unwind all of it, but I will direct you to a book that is an excellent resource in helping to understand the darker meaning and purpose of the labyrinth, and that is Mark Flynn's excellent book, Forbidden Secrets of the Labyrinth. And in fact, right now, if you'll permit me for just a moment, you can get that book at a real discount through the SkyWatchTV store. We're offering a special promotion where if you purchase the excellent new documentary film, Dark Clouds Over Elberton, about the Georgia Guidestones, $24.95 plus shipping and handling, you will get Forbidden Secrets of the Labyrinth free. Again, both are well worth adding to your reference library. Now, a quick note about the Large Hadron Collider at CERN in Switzerland. Over the summer, there was a lot of anxiety caused by CERN. For some reason, people thought that September 23rd was some day of significance at CERN, that they were going to do something on that day that would open a black hole or a portal to another dimension and lead to the end of the world as we know it. Well, CERN has been operating at full power since June the 8th. Now, this week, news was published that indicated they were conducting an experiment at CERN this week, trying to find evidence of the existence of higher dimensions, possibly by creating microscopic black holes. Sharon and I will talk more about this tomorrow on Sci Friday, but I just have to point out, you can see the headline behind me now. One of the physicists involved in this experiment was quoted last week in the press as saying that physicists, that is, have now proven that God didn't create the universe. Unless by God you mean a really, really awesome mathematician. Again, tomorrow, my best friend joins me for Sci Friday, Sharon Gilbert, biologist, science editor for SkyWatch TV, and we will have more to say about the foolishness of those who think that they're smarter than God. Now, if you own and love a dog or a cat or both, you will want to see the program SkyWatch TV aired last night on the Christian Television Network. If you missed it, you can see it today on the SkyWatch TV Roku channel. It's the first of a 5-part investigative series leading up to the release of Inhuman the Movie, the new documentary film from SkyWatch TV about the transhumanist movement, and the publication of the book Dead Pets Don't Lie, about how what we don't know about what we're feeding our pets is literally killing them. The co-authors of the book, Joe Artis and Donna Howell, joined us for the program last night. Again, if you didn't see it and you own a dog or a cat, you really should. You can log on to SkyWatch TV for instructions on how to add the SkyWatch TV channel to your Roku account. It will also be posted at our official YouTube channel later this week. The foods that we eat, the foods that our pets eat, fundamentally transforming what it means to be alive on planet Earth in this day and age. And again, November 17th, the day that we release the film and the book, Dead Pets Don't Lie, and we'll have more to say about that at the end of this program. Registration for the 2016 Rocky Mountain International Prophecy Conference is now here. If you saw yesterday's Daily Update with Gary Stearman, you got a taste of what to expect. The speakers list is fantastic. Registration now open at prophecywatchers.com. Log on there for more information and to sign up today. We're limiting it to the first 1,000. Please sign up now if you haven't done so already. October is the month of Halloween, the second most popular holiday on the calendar in America after Christmas. To arm yourself as a Christian for some of the questions your children or grandchildren may have, we recommend the book God's Ghostbusters. And in fact, this month, it's our gift to you for your financial gift of any size at SkyWatch TV. Log on to skywatchtv.com for instructions on how to donate. And again, during the month of October, for any donation, we will send you a copy of God's Ghostbusters for your reference library. And if you have comments, questions, or suggestions, please email those to me, dgilbert@skywatchtv.com. Tomorrow, Sci Friday, we'll look at what's happening at the LHC and other stories that will open your eyes this week. Again, science trying to fundamentally redefine reality, life on planet Earth. Apparently, God's design wasn't quite good enough. That's tomorrow on SkyWatch TV. Until then, thank you for watching as we keep watch. I'm Derek Gilbert, and this is SkyWatch TV.
Coming exclusively from SkyWatch TV for a very limited time starting November 17th, 2015. When you purchase the new documentary film Inhuman and the companion book Dead Pets Don't Lie from SkyWatch TV, you'll receive the largest giveaway in SkyWatch TV history. An unprecedented $300 in free books, audio sets, and DVDs to add to your library or to give away as gifts during this holiday season. Included in this limited time giveaway are never-before-offered free audio sets. Over 30 hours of the most sought-after interviews in history with global experts combined on a special 2-disc volume set discussing the unfolding genetic Armageddon now underway and what you need to know to survive the future. Featuring Something Transhumanism This Way Comes, The Coming Replacement Humans, The Days of Noah, The Coming Zombie Apocalypse, Conspiracy Theory, Psychotronic Warfare. Also, for a very limited time, in addition to the never-before-offered free best-selling audio sets, if you order before this special offer expires, you'll also receive the multi-part SkyWatch TV special investigative report on Inhuman the documentary and Dead Pets Don't Lie, the award-winning book Forbidden Gates, Pandemonium's Engine, the best-selling DVD by dog behavior expert Joe Artis, The Natural Dog Training Method, the breakthrough book for pet enthusiasts everywhere, Do Our Pets Go to Heaven? 2 additional mystery books with a $40 value. And if you're one of the first 3,000 customers to place your order during this limited time offer, you will also receive, absolutely free, the groundbreaking WorldNet Daily film, The Last Pope, featuring Tom Horn. Place your order beginning November 17th, 2015. Altogether, the never-before-offered free 6 full audio series on a 2-disc volume set, plus the 5 free books and 2 additional DVDs total an astounding $300 giveaway to add to your library or to give away as gifts during this holiday season. So it's urgent that beginning November 17th, 2015, you order the new documentary film Inhuman and the companion book Dead Pets Don't Lie for only $39.95 to also receive the largest giveaway in SkyWatch TV history. But please understand, this offer will end without notification and is on a first-come, first-served basis starting November 17th. So be sure to visit SkyWatchTV.com to follow the countdown to the greatest giveaway in SkyWatch TV history. Order the new documentary film Inhuman and the companion book Dead Pets Don't Lie for only $39.95 to also receive the largest giveaway in SkyWatch TV history.